What's up, everybody? Smokey Ninja here, and we'll be talking about Battlefield 6. With the first weekend of open beta coming to an end, we'll be looking back at the experiences we had, talking a little about the pros and cons about the game, with our first look. Coming into the game, I was a bit weary. It seemed like the last Battlefield we had, they started forgetting what the essence of Battlefield was, and what kept people like me returning to the game. Don't get me wrong, 2042 wasn't exactly a bad game, despite all the hiccups they had on their run, but it didn't feel like a Battlefield game at its core. Something just didn't feel right when it came to the flow of the battlefield and the environment they brought along with it. Battlefield 6, however, it seems like they started hearing the cries of all the Battlefield veterans that longed for them to get back to the core of what made Battlefield stand out above all the rest. The chaos of the battlefield, grit and anxiety that comes with capturing the flag while hearing a tank barreling towards you in the distance, as sniper glints appear on the horizon begging for you to make that fatal step. Your unlucky squad mate that makes the decision to pop out your backside only to be met by an RPG that was in mid-flight from across the map as you think to yourself, why did I try to lone wolf this objective that so happens to be right up against enemy HQ? This battlefield seems to bring all that back and more. From the destruction of the environment to the weapons that keep you on the field, this battlefield just feels right. Class warfare at its finest with unique gadgets for every class, there's always a job to do on the field. Assault class being the point man with the option of 2 gadgets or an optional weapon in place of 1 gadget can rush the battle, bring on the pressure, and almost bring enough weaponry to be a one-man army. Engineer class bringing all the explosive firepower to turn the tide of ground-to-vehicle warfare, or by keeping your armor all fixed up while surfing tanks on vacation. Now as a medic class, you can drag your teammates out of the fire, quite literally, with their drag revive system, or shell out enough ammo to keep your team supplied while you throw as many full metal jackets your belt-fed 100 to 200 round LMG into the wall and doorway across the way, because you think if you pray hard enough, someone will meet one of those bullets for a lucky kill. Or you can be a recon class, where you can hide, kind of, and bring insecurity to anyone thinking they are safe in the open. Each class with their own specialist guns that get a little bonus if you use them, along with special passive and active abilities that get unlocked as you participate in the battle. But whatever role you want to play on the battlefield, this game seems to really make you feel like you are a part of the action. The guns all feel very solid, shoot well, and the attachment system keeps it where you can customize your guns to fit your style, while still keeping it pretty balanced. Spawns can seem a bit erratic with some key locations, able to be exploited if conditions are right. Sometimes it seems like your squad mate can be in the beach house sipping Mai Tais and somehow still be in combat, not allowing you to get that squad spawn to get right back in the action. The flow of the battlefield due to placement of flags and hotspots in the maps feel very solid. More times than not, even if your team is losing, you still feel this sense of accomplishment and camaraderie, as you and your team throws themselves mercilessly at the C flag trying to scatter all the enemies entrenched in deep, just to take it and realize it's the only flag you have now. The vehicle warfare is top notch too, with tanks able to turn the tide until everyone either abandons you, or until every engineer decides that they should shoot an RPG at you at the same time, leaving you just a smoking shell of what used to be as a warning for the next unlucky tank to take your place. Jets doing bombing runs and having dogfights in the sky, helicopters raining down missile fire until anti-air tank and every stinger-toting engineer decides that you've had your fun. Each vehicle bringing the right amount of pain when put to use in the right places. The destruction that comes with all of these is how Battlefield should be. Buildings turned to shell by the end of the match, debris from falling vehicles littering roads and hot spots, creating makeshift cover and changing the pace ever so slightly. Battlefield is ever evolving and they really bring it with this one. All in all, this game is very good and I'm excited to see what becomes of it when it's fully released. They're finally going to have a story campaign again. That makes me very happy, because I enjoy most games because of the story they tell. What better to bring war stories than a war game? They have done a really good job at the campaigns in the past in my opinion, and I can't wait to see what direction they take this one. There's one more weekend of beta, and with it they are going to be showing off another map along with much more. Be sure to follow my Twitch channel and come hang out with us this weekend to see what else Battlefield has in store. I am Smokey Ninja, and I will see you on the battlefield.